Hi Twin Flames, today's video is all about how you can get over a false twin flame or a karmic relationship. I will give you 5 tips on that. And why you should do that is because when you still have space in your heart that is taken over by a false twin flame or a karmic relationship, then that space should be instead focused on your true twin flame to manifest them and manifest harmonious union with them. So pretty much you're taking from your union to leak your energy somewhere else, and that is not appropriate on this journey. So a lot of us manifest those relationships on our twin flame journeys, like having a false twin flame or multiple twin flames or a few karmic relationships. And those are perfectly normal, like a lot of people go through them. But it's important what you do with them. So staying stuck in that relationship is not appropriate, or using it as an excuse to not claim your union. Like I see many people doing, like, oh, that person is a karmic relationship, you know. Yeah, so how can I get over them to be with my twin flame? I'll just settle for the karmic relationship. And that's really not appropriate if you're on this journey. You're leaking your energy and it will not feel good, especially in the long run. So I would also like to point out that a false twin flame is not like a true twin flame in the sense that you're not created with a false twin flame. A false twin flame is like any other person on the planet. They're a unique individual. But you just resonated very closely at that time and you were guided to explore the relationship with them as potentially them being your twin flame. So it's not like your true twin flame where you're created with a true twin flame and then it's a false twin flame. It's not like that. So yeah, it's not like a special connection in that way, like your true twin flame. So let's begin with the tips. Tip number 1, take your time with this. And this is so important. It doesn't serve you to jump from relationship to relationship without fully integrating the lessons of each relationship. Because the universe doesn't really work with time. It doesn't care that you took like 2 years to do this, or 1 year, or 1 day. What it cares about is order. So if you're not fully honoring what the false twin flame or the karmic gave you in that relationship, all those lessons, if you're not integrating them and making a different choice, then you're not moving forward, right? So taking your time is important with that, because your next relationship, if you don't learn those lessons, it's going to be the same thing, but with a different person. So it's not like you're really getting over them by going ahead and dating someone else if you're fully not over this, if you're fully not integrating and learning those lessons. So it's okay to take your time, and also I would suggest, even with your true twin flame, right? Even if your true twin flame is like, yeah, let's, you know, let's go out or something. It's okay to take your time here as well, because you really don't want to like carry those things over to your union. Like for example, if the big theme in your relationship with this karmic or false twin flame was valuing yourself, and you're not taking the time to really like be with yourself and figure out what valuing yourself means and how that looks like for you, and how you can have better boundaries maybe, and all those things, then you're going to have the exact same thing even with your true twin flame. So, and that is not going to be pleasant at all, actually. Because if you thought like a false twin flame was intense when they triggered you, imagine your true twin flame. Because yeah, false twin flames are the more compassionate way for many of us to experience some patterns and heal them. So take your time, maybe, yeah, like don't try to jump to the new relationship, and get to know yourself. Because when you're coming out of a relationship, then you don't have a lot of the expectations that you had while you were still in it. You don't have to think about pleasing another person. You don't have to like, you can really explore what really matters to you without thinking, oh, would so-and-so like it? It doesn't matter because they're not in the picture. You can just be on your own and exploring, like, do I like this thing? Like, is that one of my core values? Do I want to do this with my life? And yeah, also, if you already had the love list, maybe rewriting it from a place of worthiness. Like, okay, there's these things I experienced from this karmic or false twin flame that I didn't like, so I'm going to write down the opposite. So I experienced them not valuing me, then I know in my love list I will say that I want my twin flame to value me. That's what my perfect man or woman whatever you're attracted to. Like, that's what my perfect person has. They value me, they appreciate me, they respect me, and so on and so forth. So take your time, don't rush it. And when you rush it, you're actually resisting the healing. So it's okay to just release time, and yeah, that will help you get over it much faster than if you are pushing against it, like, am I over it yet? Am I over it yet? And overwhelming yourself. It really doesn't feel good. So tip number 2 to get over a false twin flame or karmic relationship is, what's the lesson of the experience? Because nothing happens without purpose in the universe. So there was a purpose you attracted this person or these people into your reality. And you need to learn the lessons here. What are they teaching you? Is it maybe that you were not seeing yourself clearly as who you are, and that's why you attracted a false twin flame, someone that you thought was your twin flame but actually weren't, because you were not seeing your twin flame clearly? So yeah, it could be a number of reasons. You need to find what the lessons were here and integrate them. I spoke a bit about it in the previous tip as well, but here we're going deeper. Because it will be the same experience over and over unless you do that, right? And sometimes we need to go through a lot of lessons to do that, especially if we're not conscious of the journey, if we're not really disciplined with our inner work, if we're not very focused on, hey, what did this thing teach me? And moving forward from there. So that's the important thing, letting go of resentments, and letting go of the story. It doesn't serve you to sit and stew in anger, like, this person treated me this way, and they're, how do I say it in a YouTube-friendly way? Well, you get the picture. So yeah, they're this and that, and it doesn't really help anyone to blame or shame people, It helps to see what you can do better every time. Take responsibility for your feelings and your reality. Like, yeah, it's okay to acknowledge that this person treated you badly, if they did. Be honest with yourself though, because sometimes, we can be a bit dramatic with some things, but yeah, if this person really treated you badly, it's okay to acknowledge that, and then take your power back and say, okay, what can I do if I attract a similar situation? Maybe can I put better boundaries here? Like, what can I do to honor myself instead of leaking my power to another person? So learning the lesson, very important. Otherwise, it's same thing over and over again. So yeah, tip number 3 to get over your false twin flame or karmic relationship is to remember what you loved about this person is in your true twin flame too. And why I'm saying that is sometimes we hold on to the person, right? Jamie had these values and these things that I'll never find in anyone else, even my true twin flame, And yeah, it's not true. You don't have to hold on to this person because you received something from them, because in truth, you're always receiving love from the same source. It's always God. It's always your creator that is loving you through people. So you don't have to attach to the person. If that relationship is like, you're sure this person is a false twin flame, you don't need to hold on to them. And what you loved about this person, maybe they were creative and you really liked that. That's in your twin flame too. That's in you too. So you won't lack it if you let go of this person. It's safe to release them when the relationship is over, because what you desire, you will receive always. And you'll also receive what you need. So yeah, you can trust that your creator will bring you the perfect people, the perfect situations, the perfect everything, so that you can have what you desire and what you need. You don't have to make a person your source. I spoke about this in the previous example, giving your power away. Don't do that. It's not good. It's very frustrating because you're not seeing yourself clearly. You're not seeing yourself as divine, which you absolutely need to do on this journey. It's a journey of aligning yourself with love and with God. And, you're not aligning yourself with God if you don't see yourself as God sees you. So if God sees you as divine, then, why do you see yourself as not divine? Why do you see yourself as not powerful? Why do you see yourself as, not all the things that God sees you as? So that's very, very important. And even if you notice that your true twin flame might not have those qualities at first that you loved about the false twin flame or the karmic, then it's okay to give them time to grow into them, because maybe they didn't, you're not carbon copies. with your twin flame. They didn't have the same exact experiences growing up, most likely. Maybe they didn't have the exact same nurturing for those abilities of theirs or those qualities. And they need to heal in that space, and they need support in that space. And that's okay. Like, you're still works in progress, both of you. So it's okay to allow each other the space to grow into those qualities and to allow yourself to receive from the source instead of trying to look for what you're looking for in people, because people will always be people, you know. There will be a lot of disappointment here because there's expectations. We expect people to be God, but nobody can be God except for God. So yeah, like the gist of this tip is to trust your creator and trust the process, and to know that what you're looking for, you will be provided with it. It's not, your good is not depending on a person. Your good is always with you. What you desire is always with you and will always find you if you claim it. So that's tip number 3, powerful one. So tip number 4, very important too. Claim as much support as you can. So that might be supportive friends that you can talk about this with. Maybe your supportive spiritual community. Maybe it's to, you know, also how you can support yourself, like journaling your feelings, like taking some time to maybe go scream in your car or whatever, you know, to release those feelings and express those feelings in a way that doesn't harm anybody, of course. But yeah, like maybe listening to some sad music if you feel like it. You know, it's okay to make this space for yourself where you can express those feelings, and it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel all those feelings, even if that person is not your true twin flame, because there was something there, you know, and it's okay for you to fully feel those feelings so you can release them safely. You don't have to feel ashamed, like, oh, should I be feeling this way? They're a false twin flame, you know? You don't have to, like, judge yourself. It's a feeling, just observe it and let it go. That's it, you know? Don't have to, like, ponder on it and, like, what's the meaning of this, you know? Unless it's guiding you to something deeper. But sometimes, yeah, like, there might be a lot of things that you're releasing because this person was showing you a lot of things. Maybe it was intense. You thought they were your twin flame, you know, all those things. So it's okay to feel those feelings, release them, move forward. And of course, another important thing is to support yourself with a spiritual practice. If you desire to attain harmonious union, you can't do that without having a spiritual practice. It's a spiritual journey. So do your mirror exercise as much as you can without, of course, like overdoing it, because you need some time to integrate your healing. It's not just heal everything and keep healing and keep healing. It's heal something, rest and integrate, then heal something else, rest and integrate, enjoy life a bit. You know, it's it should be compassionate, and you can claim for it to be compassionate in your heart. You know, it doesn't have to be roller coaster. And of course, another important thing is to get yourself some support from someone who knows their shit, and from someone who can actually guide you to harmonious union if that's your goal. You know, you can't go for financial tips to someone who is, you know, has been homeless for the last 10 years. It's not going to help you, you know. But from someone who knows a teaching of harmonious union, that teaching of harmonious union, you know, if that's your goal, like get yourself a Twin Flames Universe Certified Ascension coach. If you feel guided towards me, then definitely feel free to check out the description and book a free consultation so we can talk about this. What steps can you take to heal your union? Because that's very important, having the right support on this journey by someone who understands and who knows how to guide you properly. Because without the right guidance and the right help, then you will be going in circles and it will be very frustrating. And I'm sure many of you came into this journey without knowing anything about Twin Flames, and that felt bad. Like, that felt chaotic for many of you. And it was like, okay, what do I do now? And yeah, like there's no reason you should resign yourself to have this feeling forever on your journey. It's very painful, and you can just make a different choice here and choose more support. Choose the support of a loving community that understands why you desire this love that you desire and can help you get there, instead of, you know, just saying, yeah, you might get there someday. Like, there is a way, and why not follow it, you know, if that's your heart's desire? There's no reason not to. So, tip number 5, and that is also very important, is to take some time to do things for you. for nobody else, that's for you. And that's very important. Self-care and self-love are a big part of this journey. And self-care is not just about like bubble baths and spa days and, buying fancy coffee. It's about really taking care of yourself from the inside. Like supporting yourself with good food that feels good to your body and can support it with, sleeping a full 8 hours a day, with drinking enough water. Like it's not super glamorous all the time, and it doesn't have to be. Like, of course, getting your nails done maybe, or all those things, they're great, but like, don't forget to take care of what is within first, right? Because no matter how much, how many spa days you have, if you like come out of the spa and then you let people walk all over you, or you don't really place boundaries, or you don't really say, what you mean, and you suppress yourself and you don't express yourself, yeah, that's not really self-love, because you're not treating yourself right. It's very important to treat yourself right. Treat yourself the way you would treat someone you love, because, you're designed to love yourself perfectly, you and your twin flame. And you can't expect your twin flame to love you instead of you loving yourself. That's not very balanced. You need to love yourself first, and you need to do things for yourself first. And yeah, there might be things that you suppressed while you were with that false twin flame or with that karmic. Maybe they really hated horse riding and they never went with you. And you never went as well because you started feeling it's a waste of time, though you really loved it. So go ride a horse, have some fun. And yeah, maybe rediscovering some aspects of yourself that you really didn't connect to, like some childhood hobbies, maybe some finger painting. I don't know, like it can be as ridiculous and as like childish in a good way as you want. Connecting with your inner child, that's very important. Like feeling that joy, feeling that passion, that romance in your life. Even if you don't know who your true twin flame is and you're like, okay, I have no idea. That happened to me actually. I had no idea after my false twin flame, but that was okay too, because I needed to go through those steps, get to know myself, love myself, and learn how to do that before I entered my union. It's the steps you need to take, because you can't really build a healthy relationship with your twin flame if you're codependent with them, if you expect them to do the things you should do for yourself. And of course, they're going to reciprocate, because when you're loving yourself, they're loving you too. But it starts with you first. You need to empower yourself, and, that's how you kick ass on this journey. So these were my tips on how you can get over a false twin flame or a karmic relationship. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great day.